China is done. Beijing was devastated by large floods, typhoons, and storms. A 5.1 magnitude earthquake struck China's Hubei province today, centered 100 kilometers from the Three Gorges Dam site in a mountainous and densely populated area. Officials have been quick to reassure the public that the dam remains intact and operational. The quake occurred at 1:04 p.m. in Enshi, particularly in Badong County of the TouTiao and Meow autonomous prefecture. Following the quake, aftershocks and triggered landslides are anticipated. Authorities emphasize the successful operation of the Three Gorges Dam over the past decade. Gao En, a former chief engineer from the Ministry of Water Resources, dismisses accusations of negative environmental, climate, and seismic impacts, claiming they lack scientific basis. An oddly timed report titled "Experts Hail Three Gorges Project, Deny Link to Disasters," released by China's state-run Xinhua news agency 2 days prior to the earthquake, aimed to refute concerns about the Three Gorges Dam's potential to cause earthquakes due to its operations. This article appears to respond to increasing apprehensions regarding large dams in seismic-prone areas in China. Contrary to claims like Gao En's, concerns have scientific basis. This represented a significant increase in seismic activity compared to before the dam's construction. A 2011 study by Chinese seismologists from the China Earthquake Administration revealed that the Three Gorges Dam, situated on 2 major fault lines, triggered about 3,000 earthquakes and numerous landslides in the dam's reservoir in the 6 years following its inundation in 2003. The study concluded that the dam increased seismic activity along its reservoir and also contributed to landslides. Scientists have noted that the filling of reservoirs may elevate the risk of earthquakes, especially in areas already susceptible to seismic activity. Large reservoirs built on fault lines can add substantial pressure to existing fractures, raising concerns over reservoir-induced seismicity, RS. Earlier this year, a magnitude 7 earthquake in Sichuan province drew attention to the risks posed by dams located on fault lines. Experts speculate that this quake might have been triggered by the Zipingpu Dam reservoir, potentially linked to reservoir-induced seismicity. Today's earthquake in Badong County has caused injuries and significant damage to property. Reports on the impacts of the earthquake remain ongoing. While Hu Xingyi from the China Three Gorges Corporation stated that the quake hasn't affected the dam, local authorities have reported landslides, collapsed houses, and property damage. Experts suggest that shallow earthquakes, like today's, can reactivate active faults, posing risks associated with reservoir operations. The earthquake's relatively shallow depth and proximity to the surface indicate active faults that might be reactivated by routine reservoir practices, like filling and drawdown. The presence of large dams near clusters of recorded earthquakes, particularly when the focal points are close to the surface, raises significant concerns for the region's safety.